guys, welcome back to my channel. Or welcome if you're new. So I've decided that every month I'm going to be at the beginning of every month I will be doing a sort of reading roundup video for books that I read the previous month. Some of them are on audio, some of them were an ebook, and some of them were some of them were hard copies, which that's what I'm trying to get to real quick. I'm trying to get to the hard copies, which I think one of them is right here. Alright, let me put you all down for a second. Now, all of them are not here because a lot of them that I read this month were on ebook format or audiobook format. So I don't have necessarily all of them, but let me. I do. All right, the first book that I read this month in January was actually a book. It was actually not a book, it was a short story. It was The Adventure of the Empty House, a Sherlock Holmes mystery, which comes in at number 11. I just feel like it was a good story, but I feel like nothing exciting happened. Like, I think that was probably one of my least favorite Sherlock Holmes stories that I've read. So there's that. Alright, coming in at number 10, we have Joy by Danielle Steele. Now, if you told me last year that I would be reading a Danielle Steele book and actually enjoying it quite a bit, it was a really good read. Like, I actually really enjoyed this one so much. But compared to the others that I've read this month, in January, this one just wasn't my favorite, but and by any means, but like it was still such a good read. I think this is one of her like newest books. I don't think it's her newest book, but I think it's one of her newest. At number 9, we have In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. Now, I actually like really, really enjoyed this book, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you if you haven't read it yet, but holy shit, that twist! Oh my god! I think I gave this book 4 stars. Not I don't remember. Number 8, The Woman in Cabin 10. Now, I was debating on whether or not to put Dark Dark Wood or The Woman in Cabin 10 first, but I decided that I liked this one just a bit better. I think I liked the writing of the Dark Dark Wood better, but I did like this story better, So there's that. At number 7, we have Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, and holy fucking shit, this book was so incredible. Like, I don't, there's no words to describe it. At first, it's, at the first couple of chapters were like, it's alright, but then then you got like really into it, and I love how it jumps like back and forth between like, like time periods and stuff, so that's like really fucking cool. Um, at number 6, we have Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover, which was the very first Coho book that I've ever read. And, like, I've read 2 of her books, Reminders of Him and Ugly Love. And, I feel like, like, she's good. Like, I really don't get why. I mean, she's not my her books are not my favorite that I've read, but like, honestly, like, what, like, does it really, like, so it was good. All right, the next couple, all the rest, with the exception of number 2, are we're on ebook format, so I don't have the books to show you. But at number 5, we have The Couple Next Door. This was by Shari Lapena. I don't know. This was my first book by this author, and I loved it so much that there's definitely gonna be reading more of her books. But holy shit, the twist at the end. Like, I'm pretty sure I gave this book 5 stars. 5 stars. Just 5 stars. Amazing. At number 4, we have The Boyfriend by Fida Caleb. The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. And everybody was talking about Frida McFadden, like, oh my god, she's so good. So I'm like, I'm gonna see what the hype is about, because honestly, she sounds interesting, and some of these books sound like really, really cool. And I read The Boyfriend, and I could not put it down. I read it in like a day and a half. Like, The Boyfriend was good. I really enjoyed that one. But at number 3, we have The Intruder, which I don't know how, but I enjoyed this one a lot more. And I was waiting on hold on the phone, reading the book on my phone, and I read it in about 2 hours. Just went through, just shoot. And it was so good, even better than The Boyfriend, and The Boyfriend was a 5-star read. And number 2 is only the second book that I've ever read in my life that I've rated a 6-star read. Basically, a 6-star read for me is when it's an amazing, not only is it an amazing book, but you think about it all the time and you don't stop thinking about it for the rest of your life. And that is Finding Chica by Mitch Albom. And it's a true story, which is so sad, but also so heartwarming. If you haven't read this book, highly fucking recommend. And number 1, hold on. That book that I've read this year, in number 1, we have The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. I'm starting to get stuffy, so yeah, this book had to be number 1. Like, holy shit. Like, I finished it like a week ago, and I'm still thinking about it. Like this book was so good that I did not want it to end at all. Um, and it was another 6-star read. I've already read my first book of February, um, and I'm about to start my second book of February. So let's see how many books I read. It's gonna be different for every month. Like January, I read 11, and February I might read 8. February I might read 20. Like I don't know, probably not 20 because I'm not that fast of a reader, unless some of them are like really small books. And there's some short stories in there that will also count towards my reading. So yeah, there's that. I will be back next month. Well, technically, I'll be back for something else, maybe, but I'll be back on at the beginning of March to do our February roundup. What a weird pause while I was trying to think of what to say, but anyways, I'm gonna go get to reading some more, do some other stuff. You can literally see me in my glasses. Also, Akatar Chit Chat coming up soon, and I know I've been talking about that for a while, but I promise you, it's coming, and it's gonna like we are going like as much as I can talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. I'll see you there. Bye.